Peace be with you and welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is the first time that you're coming across my channel, I say hey, hi, and hello. You are more than welcome to like, share, subscribe, call Judgement on my platform if you want to, with Gabriel blowing that horn in the background. Needless to say, if this is your first time coming across the channel, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be 100% honest. There's probably going to be a message here for you or somebody that you're asking about. Listen, whatever you feel that you need to do here, I support you in that energy. If you're returning back to the channel, listen, you already know that this is an urgent download. I was done for the day. I was going to be done for the day. But then I got this download. I got it earlier this morning, and I was like, do I feel like channeling this energy because these people are so dark? And here's the thing. It's not about channeling their energy. It's the fact that they're under judgment because we're vibrating so high, Divine Collective. You already know. Gabriel blowing the horn. That's confirmation that I got to get the download out. Listen, whoever this couple is, they're notorious for just being really, really negative. These people have been taking a lot of people out for years. Very, very dark couple. The woman stays in all the time. The woman could be black, half African American, and the husband is Hispanic. I saw it very, very clearly. I just want to go ahead and get it out. These people are under judgment. They don't want this message to come out. They're very, very dark. They've been doing a lot of black magic to a lot of people, channeling negative energy. I just heard everywhere they go, they bring destruction. They've attacked children. Okay, this is the reason why I'm really being forced to channel this energy. I thank the Most High for just keeping me in a high vibration because their energy is really funky, very stinky, very nasty, okay? I've already called in my appropriate protection. I pray that you've done the same. I hope that you do that as you're watching this reading. I call upon the highest of white lights, only the highest of white lights. Anything other than the highest of white lights, please close that door, please, and thank you. Holy Spirit, help me as I channel this energy of this couple that I kept seeing. Okay, I just heard death and destruction. For some reason, I feel as though the wife was like a puppet to this husband for a really long time. Okay, meaning he worked through her in a way. This woman could have had some health issues due to black magic and dark energy. And I believe that at some point, the work that they started to do was just based on her trying to survive. It was almost like finding people in perfect health to try to take their health so that she could stay alive, right? At first, it was about power. Now it's about survival. At the same time, these entities and these, deities that they're using that are wreaking havoc on people's lives are now under judgment. Yeah, I cannot make this shit up. The 4 of Cups just flew out. This is monotony. I thought we would be happier once we, took down this person, and this person. And now we're just, it's like we're unfulfilled. It's an epic fail. The 4 of Cups represents monotonous energy, right? Okay, they were the big kahunas. They were the ones that if you cross them, they're going to make sure that you pay. Okay, these people live in an apartment, townhouse. Ooh. Somebody shares a wall with these people. Like, you have a townhouse. Yeah. Getting some pressure to the left side of my head. That's creative energy. These people have stolen people's creativity, blocked their paths. Show me this couple. The wife is the one that I feel is suffering the most. Yeah, they could be trying to go back to church. Somebody could be trying to get baptized. Okay, because they know that they're about to die. Death and destruction is here. This is a really dark ass couple. Like, ugh. Death and destruction is here. It's the end of a cycle for them. Okay, they're most afraid about what's to come after they take their last breath. They're praying. Somebody's trying to go to a church. Somebody's trying to find a priest. Somebody's trying to get baptized. Somebody's really trying to get rid of all this sin. When I tell you, whoever this woman is, she never leaves her house. My nose is itching. She never leaves her house. She opens up the door every single day and lets certain spirits and deities out that she's channeled in the night. Girl, very negative. This is the kind of person that if you pass her, you'll feel like a sharp pain to your leg or to your eye. It's like deities are just jumping off of her. Spirits, dark spirits are just jumping off of her. It's as if she was like a portal. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this man did something to her. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This woman used to be beautiful, vivacious, wonderful, very vibrant, full of life type of a person. She's giving me her past life, meaning in this life she died and something took over. It's not like there's two separate lifetimes. You guys understand what I'm saying? This is one particular lifetime. It's a death that she didn't survive and something took over her body. She was a slave to this man. Okay, Queen of Wands is who she used to be. She's saying, tell my story and who I was. Wow. Ooh, before I checked out, she was very confident, very strong, very feminine, very charismatic, very optimistic. And one day she met this masculine. This is communication coming in through the ethers. Okay? They're under severe judgment. I feel as though she was asleep. I feel as though she was a portal. Some type of a portal to hold energies or entities or something. This man used her in the night. These people would pray consistently. As soon as the sun went down, they would pray until the sun went up. He would go out for the day. He never wanted her out of the house. He kind of wanted her bound to the house, okay? Oh, wait, what am I saying? Yeah, she's saying, tell my story the right way. The world is here because the cycle's over. He wants to know who's telling the story, but he has no power without her. She was always more powerful. The biggest trick he ever pulled on her was making her think she had no power without him. Okay? He did some type of a witchcraft on her to control her. Okay? Yeah. He was the only man that showed her love. This is what she's saying. Yeah. Ooh, this is a big guy. He's tall. I don't know. I don't know what I said Hispanic, but I don't know what he is. I know he speaks Spanish. Okay. He could just, I don't know. But she's definitely a darker hue woman. Very sexy, kind of tall. He's tall as well. They're older now. They've done a lot of black magic on people. This man convinced her. Okay. He loved her so much that he never wanted her to leave him. And he tried to bind her to himself. He did bind her to him so that she could never leave and or wake up. And he bound her to the house. This is a woman that does not have to work. She stays in all the time, afraid to leave the house because of the work that they've done. And they're afraid that if she goes into the light, that everything she's done will be illuminated. When she comes out, she always wears shades. I can see her very, very clearly. I don't know why I have to channel this, but I just need to be obedient to spirit. Listen, I got chills all over my body. Ooh, this man, this King of Cups, was very caring. He loved her in a very obsessive type of a way. It was, I have to have her. This is what I'm hearing him say. I have to have her type of an energy. I can't let her go. Okay? Yep. Heartbreaking. Because the spell is being broken. She's now realizing the things that she's done while under this spell. This was a gruesome duo. Okay? This was a gruesome ass duo. They wanted to win at all costs. And let me tell you, they've come up against a lot of people. They've come up against a lot of people, y'all, and taken these people down. Yeah. These people were seen as the couple you do not want to mess with. It was the power that she was addicted to. They wanted to win at all costs, and they've had many, many victories. But where they messed up is when they started to attack innocent people just because they didn't like them, because they had gained this superpower, this super knowledge, right? Whereas before they were just, coming up against people that were coming up against them. And then they had this thirst for power. That's This person could have had breast cancer. I'm getting some pain to my breast. Okay. Yeah. And then it became a sacrificial type of a situation where they needed to find people with good health. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Page of Pentacles represents a child. This person could have been using their child's energy, siphoning the child's energy. I'm seeing two sons, maybe a younger one and an older one. The older one, whoever, is somebody that they really, really put through something. And she regrets that more than anything. But again, she was under very severe spell work. She's pressing right now, y'all. Let me just deal with this energy. She's pressing right now for me to tell her story correctly, because people saw her as a monster. She was under control of whoever this King of Cups is. Okay? He would say, like, I love you. This is why I do this. I love you. She saw this as a form of love. She saw this as somebody that cared for her. But they got into some really dark energy. I just heard Santeria and Palomayambe, but not in a good way. Santeria is not bad if it's your lineage. Voodoo is not bad if it's your lineage. Palomayambe is not bad if it's your lineage. It's when you do the opposite, the polarities, right? There's a yin and yang to all energies. Okay, there's an up and a down, an in and an out, a black and a white, a day and a light, there's opposites. And they went from the light to the dark. Yeah, this was her wish fulfillment. They were in love. They were young. They were vibrant. They learned about spirituality. They learned how to protect themselves. And somewhere along the line, they dipped into some darkness and slipped right on into the darkness. And I cannot make this up, y'all. The Tower is here. You saw me shuffle these cards. These people are bound to the devil. She wanted to stop long ago. He could have created some type of a psychosis. I cannot make it up, Gabriel. This man could have created some type of an illusion by way of magic, making her feel as though they couldn't stop, or giving her the impression that people were attacking her when they were not. He was using her because he had gotten addicted to power and had gotten too far in terms of karma, because she was tied to him. So even if she was doing the right thing and he was doing the wrong thing, she always had to balance out the energies by way of doing magic. Now keep in mind, this is a very dark, dark woman. I'm talking African powers, original people type of an energy. This man knew her lineage. This man knew he had a very powerful woman. And let me tell you something. They're very, very weighed down. They are literally bound to the devil. They are bound to these dark forces. These are some of the most powerful dark forces that I have ever seen in my entire life, in this particular life. These people could be losing everything. Every single thing that they manifested was by way of doing magic, projecting illusions. They've driven people crazy. They've driven people to suicide. They've driven families apart. They've attacked children. Somehow this man was able to have complete and total control over this woman. Somehow. At some point, this woman needed to survive. So they were just siphoning energy at this point just to survive. And he felt as though he owed it to her to sacrifice these innocent people. They sacrificed children. Okay? These people siphoned children's power. They tried to kill children for her to stay alive. All because he didn't know when to stop with this magic. When they got together, they were young. Okay? They could be in their late 50s now, but they were looking really, really good. Whew. can't make it up. Children. Page of Cups. This could also represent one of her own children that she sacrificed. The older son. I'm getting an older son from a previous marriage. It's not biologically this Hispanic man's child. This child was very powerful and they snatched his soul. They could be trying to move away from where they live currently, trying to start over new, hoping that this karma does not follow them. I just heard the entities that they conjured were some real powerful entities. That judgment horn, I just heard till death do us part. So shall it be, is what Spirit is saying. That judgment horn on them is so loud. The judgment angels that I feel around me are so serious. This man was controlling her, the emperor, very controlling. Like she was a puppet. I don't believe that she realized that she lost herself until she was just in too deep. Whatever magic he had over her, this was the betrayal. This man worked really, really hard for her never to leave him, for her to never find out what he was doing behind her back, because they had this mutual agreement that whenever they would channel and or conjure or do whatever they were doing, they would only do it together. He had his own selfish pursuits, but he feels as though I can't let her leave me. I'm doing this out of love. King of Cups is somebody that's deeply in love with somebody, but to the point of destruction, that it tore down their entire existence. This man had complete and total control over her. There were times that he was so enamored with her. I'm getting Amazon, tall, chocolate, very good looking woman. There was some times that he was in awe of the fact that she even wanted to be with him. He went so far once they started to gain all this rank and power, because it's a combination of his roots, which I'm getting Palo Mayombe and some Santeria, but he went to the dark side because there's people in Santeria that he used to know that knows what he's done. It's been revealed and they're not fooling with him. They're like, no, you're bringing bad blood onto Santeria. This is our lineage. Woo! And she's Africana. Toda la negrita. Listen, black is all get out. Very powerful African roots. And she mixed her voodoo roots with his Santeria and Palo Mayombe. These two were two forces to be mother freaking reckoned with. He used her as a portal to carry entities, as a channel. She was in and out a lot of times, okay? These people are moving away to try to get a new beginning. They're praying to the Most High that they get a new beginning. These people have hurt a lot of children. Fortunate, I just heard the children are being set free because of the judgment, meaning the cords are being cut, okay? These people want a second chance with God. They want a new opportunity. They are crying out now that the spell has worn off. She doesn't see this man the same way that she saw this man once before. I'm here to let you know that this is a serious, crazy ass dynamic. It's been a long time coming. Every 9 years, the 9 of Pentacles, I'm getting 9 years, this man would go and do whatever type of witchcraft. And we talking 20 years plus, if not more. This man met her in his 20s. They're in their late 50s now. This is how long he was doing witchcraft over her. She never thought that it would be him. She thought, this is the love of my life. He will do anything for me. Even when people pissed her off, he would spiritually go kill people for her to show her, I love you. Who messed with you? To show his power, to flex his spiritual muscle. Now that the spell is being worn off and spirit is blocking him from doing whatever binding spell he was doing before, every 9 years is what I got. Time and time again. This man, now that she's coming to this awakening, she's realizing what she did to her son 20 years ago. She's like waking up and she's crying. She's like, oh my God, my son. Yeah. Whereas before, she was completely aloof, completely disconnected from her child. This is heartbreaking for her because now she's starting to see the truth. But she's been with this man for so long that all they can do is try to move away, come to the Most High God. Somebody's trying to get baptized. Somebody don't know how to get out of this. I'm talking blood sacrifices, animal sacrifices, stuff to deities, all kinds of stuff. They're being forced to look back. Death could only be the only option. I'm not going to make it up to y'all. I don't know if they're going to be able to get out of this at all. How this man had this much power over her to convince her to do this much, and just really, it was like he was sleeping with other people through her body. You know, she was using her spirit to work through other people. She was a puppet. And he was always pulling the strings. She's more hurt than anything because she's like, I found the love of my life. This man loves me so much. Nobody better not ever hurt me because my husband will come up against you and take you out. No case, no face, no face, no case in the spirit realm. Listen. Very, very good at what they do. Very, very experienced at what they do. Very, very good at calling upon deities and casting spells and painting illusions. These people have driven some people into insane asylums. They've driven some people into suicide. They've broken up marriages. They've broken up families. They've killed children by way of witchcraft. I'm here to let you know. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news. I don't. I'm going to have to cleanse after this reading, y'all. Just because what I'm saying, a lot of what I'm saying, I don't want to say. This person is sick. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, this man at some point, it wasn't even about being successful. Let me just be clear, okay? This was about survival. This is them being bored. Okay, we killed all of our enemies. Now we don't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. They weren't even satisfied. Whereas before they're like, damn, it worked. You know, stuff like that when they would do these conjures. But now it's not even about that. Now they're coming into the realization she's waking up to what she's actually being used to do. This woman never had to work. She stays in her house a lot. She could very well go to Target, go to wherever, come back, and that's it. This is somebody that stays in their house and they do witchcraft all day and it's very dark in their house. She's constantly cleaning the house because they're trying to keep the vibration clear from what it was they did in the night. Whew. Cancer. This represents Cancer. I got the breast because I started feeling pain to my left side of my chest. Okay. This man could also be having some heart issues, chest pains, because this is like having to clear your heart. Very dark, very greedy, did stuff to people that did not deserve it. They're trying to move forward. They're trying to move away. They're running away from karma. The angels are chasing their ass down. It was a failed plan. They've been doing this for many, many years. They are that couple. I'm telling you, you pass this lady and an entity jumps on you. You'd be like, oh, something hit me in my arm. Oh, something hit me in my eye. Like, that's her. Like, she was a portal for entities and he would work through her, but use her to work through other people and more importantly, work through children. Okay, they attacked divine unions. Yeah, this lady was blinded. I cannot make it up, y'all. She was blinded to the truth. But in her defense, she's telling me, I can hear her tell my story right. I was beautiful. I used to be beautiful. Okay? Queen of Wands with this cat at the bottom is giving me real witchy vibes. She's a master witch. She's saying, I was vibrant, I was loving, I was caring. This is over time that this person slowly but surely bound me to the devil. There were moments that I would come in and out of this spell after being used, and I would want to leave, and this person would bind me to them. They're bound to the devil and what they did. Because these people's ancestors now want blood. She was blinded. She thought she was doing this to people that had hurt her family. She thought sacrificing her son was to hurt, was because the son was evil. This son was dark. No, this man was doing very, powerful magic. I'm talking powerful magic. Somebody went to Cuba. Somebody went to Puerto Rico. Somebody went to Africa. Somebody went to some real powerful ass practitioners that walk this planet to do this work on this woman. This is how heavy and intense it is. I'm talking about entities that can pick people up and toss them across the room. This ain't no regular Mickey Mouse ass, oh, I'm just going to do a love spell. Absolutely not. This man could have had a doll on her. Yes and no, I've heard. Okay. I cannot make it the hell up. Strength. Leo energy. Could have been a Leo. This man painted illusions, fantasies. Everything that he told her, she believed it. She saw him as very, very handsome. When that spell wore off, she's looking at him like, what the hell am I with? All of a sudden, the beauty spell started to wear off. He attacked younger men so that he could take their youth, their agility, making them impotent. Stuff like that. And I'm being very honest, y'all, okay? This was her best friend, okay? This is how he came at her. They made a lot of money off of manifesting off of other people's energy. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? This is the story. They're coming up as very sneaky and deceptive. They did this to people that were close to them. They got hungry for power. When they started to see that this was working, they got really hungry for power. They took down a lot of innocent families. A lot. Siphoning their power, but their favorite people to take down were children. Causing mental illness to children. I just heard the boogeyman. I cannot make it the freak up. Page. Children. Page. Spying on children. I'm getting Hansel and Gretel type of an energy. If you've not seen that movie, go watch it. The newest one, the most recent one from a few years ago. Remember the witch that was staying young because she was eating the hearts and body parts of young people? I know it sounds very disgusting, but spiritually, this is what the hell they were doing. Somebody's got to sit in spiritual court, though, and tell the truth. Listen, I cannot make this shit up. They're under judgment. Death is the only outcome. They're bound to the devil, y'all. I mean, for real. Oh, I don't believe in the devil. Okay, that's fine. Listen, these people did, and whatever they believed in, they're bound to it. They're begging, praying for a new beginning. These people, he attacked healthy women so she could be healthy. They made a lot of money. Now they're mad, sad, and crying, depressed, and on the surface trying to look like everything's fine. They're trying to move away to somewhere. They could be going through financial lack. Now that they're being stripped of all their power in spiritual court, they no longer can do this. Judgment has come down so harshly. These people hid for a long time. Now it's like she's seeing him for who he is, but she's so old now. Not so old. In your late 50s and early 60s, it's not old. You're as young as you feel. But because of what they've done, she feels like, where am I going to go? I've been with you for all my life. I met you in my 20s. Now I'm in my late 50s. What am I going to do? How am I going to get out of this? So now they're just running together. She has no time to be angry with him. She's under some type of a cancer or sickness or something, which is really a form of bitterness that's just manifested in her body. I just heard their dog got sick. She could have a dog or a cat or something. They made a lot of money off of siphoning other people's gifts and power. This woman was a star. Okay? This woman was destined to be a star. This is why this man chose her. He's saying, in my defense, I did it all because of love. I couldn't afford to lose her. I could not afford to lose her. And now she's been with him so long, it's almost like she wants to go back under the spell. Does that make sense? She's like, just put me back under the spell. Whatever you did to me, it's too late in the game. I just want to be under the illusion that everything is fine, and it's not. She's comfortable being under the spell now because reality is too harsh. She's waking up from a really long time. What is that? 20, 30 years of witchcraft being done on her every 9 years? She was this person's wife. They got a lot of money. They were very well off because of other people's energy. But she always was the energy. You know? She was always the true energy, but they had siphoned so much out of her that they then had to sacrifice other people just for her to be alive. And now he's having some heart issues. I cannot make this shit up. I would not make it up to you. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, depression, stress. These people became believers in the Most High God. They did not believe in the Most High, the creator of all things. I just heard them say, some people pray to God, but we are God. Oh, you are dangerous to me. She wants me to tell her story, though. She said, hey, before you just start throwing my story around, you need to know how I got here. This person is sick. I heard cancer, breast cancer. I heard the cancer is moving around in her body. She cannot run from this judgment. There's been a lot of times that she sacrificed something and conjured up something in order to stay alive and healthy. Does this make sense? Okay, she's offered people. She's been on borrowed time for a really long time. All because she wanted a happy family. All because she wanted to be happy. She's saying, listen, tell my story right. I was once a star. Wow. This person separated her from her children. I believe the younger child, he had more control over. That child was under some type of a spell too. I just heard this man was a master. Spirit says what I'm saying is the truth. I'm being guided to take the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of backlash, a lot of bad karma, a lot of just trauma, all kinds of weird shit happening out of the blue in their lives. They're trying to move forward. Somebody's trying to find somebody to baptize them. Everybody that's spiritually awakened can see the sins that are on these people's backs. It's a great amount. One of them caused a miscarriage. These are also energy manipulators. They know how to take other people's energy and get them to fight. They made couples break up who thought that the other one was doing magic and stuff over them, but really they were the masters behind it all. Wow. Very much illusions, y'all. Psychosis sent people to behavioral health. These people constantly stayed in the graveyard. They're very comfortable in the graveyard. I cannot make it up. The Seven of Pentacles represents past endeavors. Ironic that that man is standing there with a shovel. They've buried a lot of things in the graveyard. My right foot is itching. These people do not want this story to come out, but they know that they're under judgment and they know that they're next on the judgment list. Listen, 34, 33, just as I said that, confirmation. These are about their past investments. This was all because they wanted to have a happy family, celebrate. They wanted to be the best people on the block, and they got really, really crazy with something that took over. Something supernatural, okay? This person, this husband feels as though, this wife feels as though he stabbed me in the back. I just got a pain to my back. She feels as though he wanted to hold her back. And he did. But he's saying, how could I have let her go? They were very young, very passionate when they met each other. Knight of Wands energy. Okay? She was always under this illusion that she was happy. This man was using her body at times. She didn't even realize he was using her body. She was under some very serious demonic ass spell work. Yeah. Yeah. This person came in saying, I want to take care of you. You don't have to work. Equal give and take. They're telling me their story. Maybe so that we can have compassion on them in spiritual court. I don't know. All I know is that that tower is there, death is there, and that devil is there, and the 9 of swords, and the 3 of swords, and the world. And temperance is here with Archangel Michael and other judgment angels and war angels that are judging this particular case. Listen, they want us to know their story. They want us to see them as human. They want us to know that they made a mistake. They once had a happy family. They were once in love. Okay? But something that they conjured up, they had to keep feeding. They took a chance somewhere. They could have gone through a ceremony, drank some type of a blood. Okay? Something that they ended up becoming bound to by way of trying to find their spirituality and get more power so that they could protect themselves. They never needed any of that. But it's what he did behind her back that she didn't know. They knew that they did that together. They were both bound to that and accountable to it. But the fact that he did this behind her back is really why she's suffering. This person does not sleep at all at night. At all. These people are trying to travel. They're trying to get away. They're trying to run away. They're praying. They're praying. Because now they're like, oh my God, what have we done? What's the outcome? The lesson is following their intuition. Whatever this ceremony is that took them to the next level with this darkness, she didn't want to do it. She was the high priestess. She did not want to do it, but she loved this man so much and she knew that he was the only one that would protect her and would do anything for her. When I mean this man would go to black magic for anything. If you were a neighbor and you didn't like his wife, he would go to black magic and make sure that you disappeared, and you absolutely would. The high priestess is here. He always kept her safe and sane after doing this dark magic. He would always help her to not look back. She was still very emotional, okay? There were times within this 20, 30 year span that she was emotional. And he would, tell her, listen, they did this to us. Don't worry about that. Don't look at that. Don't look back. And he would keep her in the here and now, but now she's being forced to look back. Now she's realizing that he kept her bound. Now she's realizing who she is and who she was. She had to go within, but it's an epic mother freaking fail. And for some reason, they want me to tell their damn story. I'm like, okay, well, listen. It's like you were still very much aware, even though you were in and out. There's a lot of mind manipulation going on here. Painting things that really seem to be true. This person, you could not tell her that this person and that person was not after her. And this is what encouraged her to continue with the work. She got so deep into it. Well, we all know that we're under judgment. We're under judgment. Every demonic force is under judgment. What do you want me to see, Spirit? I don't even know what to say at this point. I just was, again, I was told to channel this message earlier today, and I was like, oh, God. First of all, the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's upside down. This is bad karma, bad luck. Okay? The King of Cups, he keeps saying, I did it because I loved her. I thought we were doing the right thing. They want us to have compassion on them. But when you get to a point where you're sacrificing children, baby, there is no compassion there. We understand that you were bound to the devil. They could have been bound to Satan himself. And the biggest trick that people ever pulled was that the devil don't exist. No, these people talk to the devil, y'all. I'm talking about had a conversation and the room went cold with the devil and the devil entered the room in real life. And I'm not playing. Talking to dolls. Listen. under the moon. This is moon magic. This is dark magic. This is in the night. This is every moon cycle for 30 plus years. Very sneaky and deceptive. They did this to people that they knew. Somehow they were being convinced by this entity. The entity was controlling her husband. The husband was controlling her. And they're like, oh my God, what did we do to children, to families? Listen, to families, to happy families. They're saying, how did we do this? And this was all that we ever wanted. And now they're bound to it, y'all. Like, damn, I ain't even had no time for no commercial breaks. Because I'm going to be honest, this is some serious shit. Please take this as a lesson. As much as my heart goes out to these people, it is not up to me in spiritual court as to whether or not the Most High God gives them a second chance. This is what they're praying for. But I feel as though they've been cut off from the Most High, y'all. This is how dark they got. They caused miscarriages. Do you hear me? To star children. They broke up Christian families. They made the devil their God. 4 cups is heavy regret. They're trying to find somebody, some younger guy. Some younger guy. This could be the son. Yep. They're trying to spare him. The Ace of Cups is here. They're trying to say, listen, at least let him live. Yep. The 8 of Swords. Listen, they caused a lot of psychosis. They loved, their favorite spell to do was to drive people crazy. Was to make people see things that weren't there. This was their favorite thing to do. But in reality, let me tell you what the plot twist is. They were binding these people to them, so these people were only feeling their energy. These people were never crazy. They're feeling the energy of them. They were the ones that had really been driven crazy, and that was the biggest trick that Satan never pulled on that ass. 8 of Swords in reverse, with the death, moon, and the world, and the devil, that's death. That's torment. That's hell bound. Oh, hell's not real. Okay. I don't argue with fools no more. I ain't got time. I don't. I do not. Whatever people want to believe, I support you in that mother freaking energy. This is a real damn commercial break. The Lovers is here. They wanted to be bound to one another. So shall it be. They're bound to each other in hell. Bound to each other in sickness and death. He's having health issues and she's having health issues. And these are really painful things. Like, these are slow deaths. She's still coming up as a Queen of Wands. She's studying, remember me beautiful. Listen, baby, this ain't about us remembering you beautiful. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. When you met this man when you were 19, 20, 21, 22, whenever you did. This is about what you did now. Listen. He's coming up again, Queen of Cups. Originally, he's coming up as a King of Cups. He could be a water sign, Pisces and or a Scorpio. I'm hearing Pisces. He controlled her, the Emperor. Again, she's telling me the same story. Sweetheart, wherever your energy is, my darling, whatever realm you're in, whatever energy I'm tapped into, the 5D and above, you're telling me the same story. We're going to need you to come to reality of what it was that you did. You broke up innocent families, hundreds, thousands of families, y'all. This could just be people that they saw at the store. People that, yeah. But she's saying, but I was blinded to the truth. This is her cry in spiritual court. I was blinded to the truth. I did not know what I was doing, but you knew what you were doing, but you didn't know what somebody was doing to you. And as you were binding these people to you to siphon their energy, they're in the 8 of Swords energy, going crazy, 9 of Swords energy, losing their minds because they were tied into your energy. the world. Spirit says this is the end. The sun is illumination. The sun is illuminating those things that were done in the darkness now coming to the light in spiritual court. Their ancestors have turned their backs on them. I don't even think their ancestors were ever in on this. They could have thought they were talking to their ancestors all this time. Somebody somewhere is like, oh, this ain't real. I don't know. Okay, boo, listen. I don't know what you brought to the table or whoever you are, cross watcher. But Spirit says what I'm saying is the damn truth. So help me, Most High God. Ace of Swords all day long. This is the truth. I just keep hearing death and destruction. Death and destruction. Death and motherfucker. Nine of Swords. Mental, depression, suicide. This is what they wished on people, y'all. They watched people go crazy. They watched families break up. They watched people fight. They watched lovers kill each other. They watched another lover kill their child. This is what they did. If this is triggering for you, then you might need to go back to spirituality 101. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Listen. Nine of Swords. Seven of Swords, very sneaky and deceptive behind the scenes every single moon cycle. And they're begging in spiritual court, saying we were under some type of spell. We were tied to the devil. You absolutely were. And the devil tricked you out of your soul. There is no coming back, I heard. There is no another lifetime. They're even willing to go through the pain and cry it out and suffer if they could come back another lifetime and get it right. Spirit is like, no, you get no other lifetime. People better understand these spiritual laws. There's always somebody that thinks they know more. Oh no, God is going to forgive and God is going to this and God is going to that. Yeah, but listen, that's fine. But you got blood on your hands. You got a lot of blood on your hands. You devoured innocent babies, children, 4 years old, 5 years old, made them sick just so you could stay alive. Just so you could siphon their energy to get money, Queen of Pentacles. These people had money. Everything they wanted. They were doing work on the supervisor at work. They were doing work on the people at the church. They were doing work on the lady at the gas station. The lady at Walmart that pissed off his wife ended up getting sick, losing her husband, losing her son. Her son went crazy. Her son's in jail. Her son shot somebody. These are the stories that I'm seeing. These are the spirits and entities that they sent. I cannot make it up, and I won't make it up. What is this here? 10 of Wands is the ultimate being of weighed downness. If that's even a word. I'm trying to get my words together because what I'm seeing is absolutely horrific. The 10 of Wands is the most that you could be weighed down. 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands. This person is like, remember me beautiful. Listen, boo, this ain't about you being beautiful. This ain't got nothing to do with vanity or the love that you guys have for each other. Whatever ceremony they went through, they were told that they would get more power. Okay? And then they had to keep doing this in order to stay alive. He hid that from her. She kept feeling the need to get out. And every 9 years, he would go ahead and redo it. There were opportunities. There were pockets. As the high priestess and the star, okay, she wasn't always wicked. They just manipulated her and sucked her soul out of her body. There were pockets of reality. There were moments of an awakening where she could have left. And this is why he went back to whoever he went to. I feel as though he was doing it himself. Spirit says yes. And it's like one more time. It was like an addiction, like a drug addiction. One more time. We just got to get rid of the lady down the street and then we're not going to do it anymore. And then the lady down the street died. Then the lady down the street, her dog died. Her kids went away. She lost her house. They're watching this. They made a covenant. It's you and me till the end. We'll never leave each other. We'll never do anything against each other. He broke that covenant, but now he's trying to appease her by saying, I did this because I love you. But you bound her to more karma. You bound her to more darkness. She was the high priestess. You covered her third eye, but at the same time, she allowed it. There were moments where she would get little whispers. The Nine of Wands is paranoia. Staying in the house, peeking out of the blinds, smoking cigarettes day and night, losing her mind. She's saying, I was an empress. Yes, you were, my dear. You absolutely were. And this man used her to attack other high priestesses, other empresses, other emperors, and other high priests. He only wanted the cream of the crop when he siphoned energy. He was holding her back from greatness. Four of Pentacles. Wow. I don't even know what to say. The Hangman. The Hangman. Epic motherfucking fail. They're afraid to leave the house. They're so much under judgment that they're trying to hide what they did. How foolish did they think they can hide from the creator of all things? Four of Swords. She's sick. I just heard bedbound. I just heard in her sick bed. She's feeling the pain that she inflicted on people. Swords, swords, mental. Four of Swords. This husband can no longer help her because he too is going through the exact same torment and torture as being bound to the devil. And I'm not playing. Seven of Swords is here. Sneaky and deceptive energy. They've done this many, many lifetimes. They were supposed to get it right this lifetime and they did not. Seven of Cups represents them being together many, many lifetimes. I heard they wreaked havoc in every single lifetime. But this one, what was so special about this one? Everything that they got in their spiritual repertoire, their dolls, their graveyard dirt, their spirits in a closet, the blood in a closet, it's not working. They keep thinking back to the past when they had a beautiful family, when they could have stopped at this point. When they killed the little boy with spirituality, they could have stopped at this point. When they killed the lady down the street with witchcraft, they should have stopped right there. They killed thousands of people. They lost count. This represents their information being outed. The Hermit in reverse represents them now being in the front and center. The Sun represents illumination. They're front and center in the spiritual court. Lord have mercy. I cannot make it up. I cannot make it up. The Seven of Pentacles represents past investments. They tried to buy spiritual protection. They tried to buy deities. They made money, a lot of money, and went and bought more power. Went through more ceremonies. Went through more sacrifices. Now the entire group has been dismantled because of their abuse of power. Okay, this is not to speak down on any belief and or group. However, to every, opposite, there is a polarity. There's always somebody, there's always one rotten apple in the bunch that abuses their power. There could have been a few people in the group that abuse power. They've been exposed. The Hermit in reverse is her. Listen, this woman stays in the house. She's been in the house for 20, 30 years. Maybe it felt like 20 minutes to her because of this spell. The days went by that fast. They lost track of time. Spirit says he ended up having a thirst for blood. Something possessed him. Somebody's trying to find their soul. I ain't seen a dark story like this in a long time. Whoever this younger child is, this person is woken up from the spell. Maybe this child was used, and I'm getting young adult, like 25. Maybe he met her when this child was young, and this man raised this child. He has no biological children with her. She had 2 boys. Whoever this young child is, he wants to move forward. He could be speaking to somebody, a practitioner, about trying to clear his path. trying to sever ties with these deities and entities now that he's awakened. Okay. He's trying to sail to calmer waters. These people were used like puppets. Like, literally, and a lot of times they knew what they were doing, but they didn't know what they were doing. I feel as though their spirits were in the background somehow. Yeah, this person, this young person is coming out real strong. There could be some conflict. This person could still be living with them. This person's like, I'm out. I don't want no parts of this. I thought I was following my spirituality. You guys did this to me when I was young. You were using my energy as well, siphoning my energy. I'm out. Because something happened where they came across somebody very powerful and wanted that person's energy. And that's when judgment really the hell came down. I cannot make it up. 4 of Swords is right here. 8 of Swords is self-imposed imprisonment at the bottom of this deck. Who is this person that they came across? Somebody that was backed by the Most High. A divine being. Somebody that was very high ranked that probably just looked like a regular schmegler ass person. And they went to going to doing their work again. They laughed about it. Oh, this is going to be fun. They came across a real earth angel. This person could have been the descendant of one of the apostles in the Bible. Whoever this person is, this person was the final straw that broke the camel's back. This was the one that Spirit sent in and was like, okay, that's it. That's it. We've given them more than enough time. These people worked day and night, night and day. Can you imagine? For breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This became so normal to them. She keeps saying, I wanted to stop, but you didn't. 8 of Pentacles is here. I couldn't see my life without him. Well, now you have him. And the Tower is here. I can hear real clear. This new gift with this clear audience is something, honey. Woo! That was just a little commercial break. Listen, because this is not no commercial break ass type of an energy. They don't get no breaks. Ain't no breaks on these spiritual cars. King of Wands. She keeps telling the same story over and over, and I ain't got time. So I'm going to get out of the energy. She just wants us to remember them as lovers, and this is why she did it. That was her lover. He was her protector. Maybe she had some daddy issues. Maybe she had been abandoned. Maybe this man was all that she had, but somehow he had a lot of power over her. I'm actually going to do a part 2 to this, but I got to get out of this energy. I'm going to go cleanse, actually, because this was a lot. Let this be a great lesson. This is something. She's still coming out the same way. It's like she's repeating herself. Yeah, he was controlling me. Yeah, she's telling me he was controlling me. Now they're blaming each other, where they agreed to always be like this and to stick in there no matter what. Needless to say, this is your message. I hope that this message helps somebody expose something. A lot of what has been projected onto you is going to end. You're going to feel a whole lot lighter. Okay, this judgment season is really real. Look at the world. Just pay attention. Okay, you got banks that are going under. Okay, you got food that is becoming, a lot less available to the masses. But the divine beings will inherit the earth. Okay, there's been a shift in prosperity. There's people that have never had money a day in their life that are now getting their fair share because the universe is saying, you're so meek in heart, you're so sweet, you're so honest, you've been through so much, I now have to allow the tables to turn. So those of you that were at the end of the line, you're now at the beginning of the line, right? Wow. Money's going to get better for a lot of you. Just hang in there, okay? I know what they're reporting on the news and all of that, and I don't even watch the news. It's catastrophe after catastrophe. Listen, believe in the Most High. the Most High creator of all things. They tried to eliminate the Most High out of the world. Don't listen to a lot of these ideologies, all these weird ass people that want to tag you on videos and get you to believe something else. You're going to have to discern. These people lost their discernment. They were so mentally gone and trapped by whatever the hell had control of them that they were attacking people that they really thought they should attack. But again, it was by free will. There was a thirst for power. They were satisfied with their work. They were very experienced. Okay? Yeah. This is the message wherever you are on the planet. I love you. I thank you for your love, your support. If you'd like to donate, all of my information is in the description box below. If you just need prayer, my email is also there. Just send me your name. Tell me a little bit about what you're praying for. You don't have to go in depth. I'm probably going to prepare myself over this next couple of days for these readings that are going to open up for June 1st. But again, I'm being very selective. So if I send your money back to you, please do not be upset. I'm just going to be honest, because I got to be obedient to spirit, and that's real. Okay. I love you wherever you are on the planet. I know that you're making the world a more beautiful place. I always come in peace, and I leave you in peace as well. Until the next video, peace be with you.